Be careful. You are in serious danger because of your neighbor. Archangel Michael says, the walls around you are not as silent as you think. In the stillness of night, when you believe peace rests upon your home, there are eyes watching, movements shifting, and intentions hidden just next door. This message is not meant to scare you, it is meant to protect you, because what is unfolding right beside you carries consequences you cannot ignore. The story begins quietly, almost invisible, like smoke seeping under a locked door. At first, nothing appears wrong. Your neighbor waves with a smile, exchanges greetings, and pretends to carry on with normal life. Yet beneath this mask lies a shadow that does not wish you well, and the danger is closer than you realize. There is a hidden activity, one that you were not supposed to know. It lingers in silence, working in the background, drawing attention from forces you cannot see but will soon feel. The air around their house carries an unease, and your spirit has sensed it even if you brushed it off. You are not imagining it. You are not simply being paranoid. What you have felt, that sudden heaviness, that strange awareness in the night, is real, and it is heaven's way of warning you. Their world is not clean. Behind closed doors, your neighbor has been engaging in actions that invite chaos, suspicion, and even legal troubles. What begins in their house is not destined to remain within their walls, it spills into the air, into the ground, into the space where your life rests. At night, while you sleep, they awaken into their hidden self. While the world assumes they are harmless, you will soon learn that appearances can never be trusted. Their steps are quiet, but their intentions scream loudly in the spiritual realm. The danger is not simply what they do, it is what they plan to do. The closer you live, the more exposed you are, because what affects their dwelling is already brushing against your own. And heaven does not want you unprepared for what is about to surface. Something is about to break open. Secrets cannot remain sealed forever. And this secret is one that drags you into its storm even if you had no part in creating it. Archangel Michael says, the neighbor you think you know is not who they truly are. They carry two faces, one for the public, and one for the darkness that consumes them in silence. If you do not open your eyes now, their path will collide with yours in a way that can shake everything you've built. This is why your attention is being pulled here, now. This is not a coincidence, and it is not just another passing thought. You were meant to hear this because the next few days matter more than you understand. Their house is like a container, holding not just possessions, but energies and actions that are attracting consequences. There are eyes already on them, watching, tracking, preparing. And soon, the noise of their world will spill over into your own. You must not dismiss this as rumor. You must not overlook the signs. For the danger is real, and it is closer than you want to believe. Their movements have already been marked. Someone has noticed what they're doing, and that someone is not just human. Law is circling. Spirit is circling. What they thought was hidden will soon be dragged into the light. But the problem is this: when exposure happens, those who are closest often feel the ripple first. And you, being right beside them, are in the direct path of what's coming. That is why this message reached you today. Think about it. Why else would you feel restless at night? Why else would sudden noises, shadows, or strange activity around their place bother you more than usual? It is because your spirit knows. Your neighbor's secret has become a ticking clock. Every passing day tightens the noose around their actions. And the moment of breaking is nearly here. Even now, there are whispers you cannot hear but that exist in the air. Discussions are happening behind closed doors about your neighbor, but you will only hear about it when the storm fully breaks. Until then, you are left in suspense, sensing something without knowing the full truth. Do not be deceived by the ordinary routines you see. Darkness often wears the clothing of normalcy. They can mow the lawn, take out the trash, and wave kindly, but the spirit behind them carries something else. It is this spirit that heaven is warning you about. Because while humans look at the surface, heaven sees the depth of motives. And right now, that motive is against your peace, against your security, and against your future. You need to stay alert. You need to take this seriously. For what is hidden in your neighbor's life is about to drag you into a battle if you don't guard yourself. Archangel Michael says, there is a thin line between your neighbor's downfall and your own safety. You cannot afford to ignore it. This is the time to listen, to act, and to let heaven cover you. The danger is not only about them, it is about what attaches to them. When storms break over one house, they often reach the houses beside it. Spiritually and physically, your safety depends on preparation. What they are hiding has already attracted dark attention. It is no longer contained, the spiritual world has already marked it. And because you are within reach, heaven must guard you with fire. This is why you cannot look away. This is why you cannot say, it doesn't affect me. Because soon, you will understand just how much it does. The silence around your neighbor's house is not as quiet as it seems. When night falls and the streets appear calm, there is still movement inside, subtle, deliberate, and disturbing. It is in these hours that hidden actions unfold, actions that are dangerous to anyone living close. Every whisper in the air, every flicker of light from their window, holds a story you are not supposed to know. Yet heaven knows, and heaven is revealing it because you cannot afford to be caught by surprise. Your neighbor is not as innocent as they pretend to be. There is a trail being left behind, one of decisions, choices, and hidden dealings. And this trail leads directly into a pit that is about to open wider. You, being so close, are standing on ground that shakes when their world begins to collapse. This collapse is not distant, it is near, and it carries consequences that can affect you if you are unguarded. You must take this seriously, for the warning is not coincidence, it is divine strategy. You are being alerted so that you may stand firm before the storm hits. The air around their property carries weight, and your spirit has already felt it. You've brushed it off before, but deep inside, you know something is wrong. That gut feeling was not random, it was guidance. When you sense unease walking near their door, or when you notice their energy feels heavy, it is not imagination. It is truth manifesting in your awareness. Heaven often speaks through your spirit before your eyes see proof. Soon, that proof will appear. It will come in a way you cannot deny, through exposure, through confrontation, or through events that force everything into the open. And when it does, you must already be covered. You are not meant to carry fear, you are meant to carry awareness. Fear weakens you, but awareness prepares you. And now, you are being made aware. Archangel Michael says, the danger your neighbor creates will not remain hidden forever. The hour of exposure is coming, and what they thought was secret will become visible to all. When this happens, you must not be caught in the crossfire. Already, shadows move around them. Authorities, watchers, and even unseen forces are circling. They believe they are safe, but their time is nearly finished. The tension is rising, like a pot beginning to boil. It will soon spill over, and those closest will feel the heat first. That is why you are being called to stand ready now. The blessing for you is this: while their downfall is certain, your protection is promised if you accept it. You are not called to fall with them, you are called to rise above. The closer the danger comes, the more your nights will feel restless. Your sleep may feel disrupted, your dreams stirred, because your spirit already knows the storm's shadow is reaching. Heaven is telling you, stay awake. There are movements around their place that are not ordinary. They attract not only people but darker forces that thrive on secrecy and deception. You do not want those forces bleeding into your space. That is why boundaries must be placed in the spiritual realm. You cannot let their actions dictate your peace. You cannot let their shadows spill into your home. This is your moment to separate yourself spiritually, to draw a line of fire between you and them. If you accept, that barrier will hold firm. If you ignore it, the storm may sweep closer than you expect. The truth is, you have already seen fragments of what they hide. Strange behaviors. Odd routines. Quick glances that don't match their words. All of these were not random, they were signs. Now, heaven is pulling those signs together for you. No piece is meaningless. Each was pointing toward the truth waiting to be uncovered. Your neighbor is not just living in darkness, they are multiplying it. Their choices are weaving a net that grows larger each day. And soon, that net will be ripped apart. But before it rips, you must know this: the shock of exposure may shake your peace if you are unprepared. That is why your spirit was guided here now. Archangel Michael says, you have been chosen to see what others ignore. This awareness is your gift and your shield. Do not waste it, use it. Every warning you receive now is not to scare you but to arm you. You are not alone, even though the danger feels near. Heaven is beside you. The sword of protection is already drawn. The shield of light is already raised. But you must step into it with faith, not hesitation. The path of your neighbor is heading toward destruction, but yours does not have to be touched by it. Your obedience to this warning is the difference. There are moments when silence becomes the loudest warning. You have felt that silence around your neighbor's house, like a presence watching from behind closed curtains. It is not silence of peace, it is silence of plotting. The signs have been all around you, subtle but sharp. Light switching at unusual hours. Strange visitors that appear when no one else is watching. Hidden movements that linger long after the world has gone to sleep. Heaven reveals that these movements are not harmless. They are deliberate actions, small pieces of a larger plan that carries consequences. You were never meant to carry their burdens, but proximity places you in the shadow of their choices. This is why you are here now, reading this message. Heaven does not waste warnings. You are being told in advance so that what harms them does not harm you. Even as you read this, events are unfolding behind their doors. Conversations are happening that you will never be invited into, yet their outcomes will reach beyond their walls. These conversations carry a weight of danger. Your neighbor's actions have stirred interest from powers greater than themselves. The eyes of authority are upon them, the eyes of the Spirit are upon them, and soon the eyes of the community will be upon them as well. They cannot escape the consequences any longer. But their downfall is not what worries heaven the most. What matters now is ensuring that you are untouched by the wave that follows. For when their storm breaks, it will not fall gently, it will scatter debris in every direction. That debris can strike anyone nearby. And you, being so close, are in the path of it. That is why you cannot ignore this warning. Backhand index pointing right comment. I receive 777 sparkles to seal your household from every hidden trap. Archangel Michael says, do not mistake their quietness for harmlessness. What you do not see with your eyes is what your spirit already knows. Their mask is slipping, and when it falls, the truth will shock you. They have carried this double life for too long. Smiling in the light, but plotting in the dark. Their home is a stage of deception, and the curtain is about to rise. This curtain call will not be gentle. It will come suddenly, tearing through the illusions they've built, and the truth will pour into the open. When it does, many will wonder how it stayed hidden for so long. But you will not wonder, you will already know, because heaven told you first. You are being positioned not as a victim but as a witness, prepared for what others will find hard to believe. Their steps are already shaky. They try to walk with confidence, but every move they make exposes them further. They are running out of ground to stand on. Each day, their choices tighten like a rope around their neck. They believe no one notices, but heaven always notices. And heaven always acts in perfect time. The countdown has begun. Their secret cannot stretch much longer. The time of unveiling is rushing toward them like a storm cloud. And when the storm breaks, you will see how much has been hidden right next door. You will see the reason your spirit never felt settled around them. You will understand why this message reached you today. You must understand, what begins in their house does not stay contained. Darkness spreads, reaching for anything nearby. If not resisted, it seeps into the closest lives, and yours is closest of all. That is why this is urgent. This is not simply about knowing, it is about acting, separating yourself spiritually, and building a wall of light around your household. This wall cannot be shaken if you choose to stand inside it. Every storm seeks the nearest target. Every downfall drags what is closest. Do not allow their collapse to pull you with it. The decision you make now, whether to listen or ignore, will determine whether the ripple strikes you or passes over you. That is why heaven is insisting you receive this now. Archangel Michael says, there is a sword drawn in your defense. There is a shield already raised. But you must choose to stand inside it. Do not be fooled by the surface. They may look calm, they may act polite, but deception is their cloak. Their darkness is deeper than you realize. Already, invisible chains have been placed on them. Their choices are leading them into exposure, and no mask will protect them when truth comes. Their time is running out. But your time is not meant to be swallowed in theirs. You are being set apart. Heaven is dividing your path from theirs, if you accept. The air grows heavier each day. Even the atmosphere around them feels charged with tension. It is only a matter of time before everything erupts. Do not wait for that eruption to start praying. Do not wait for the day of exposure to seek covering. The time is now. Your awareness is not coincidence, it is divine timing. Others may remain blind until it is too late, but you are being warned in advance. This is heaven's mercy at work for you. You are not helpless. You are not vulnerable. You are guarded, if you step fully into the shield of light prepared for you. The warning signs are becoming clearer with every passing day. What once felt like a faint whisper is now a loud pulse, echoing around their house. Heaven is showing you that time is short. You have noticed the unease around their home. The strange pauses. The quiet glances. The way they retreat into secrecy when they believe no one is watching. This secrecy is the seed of their downfall. It grows stronger in silence, but silence cannot protect it forever. Truth always rises, and the moment of rising is close. When it does, it will not be gentle. It will come like lightning splitting the night sky, sudden, unavoidable, and shocking to all who see it. You must be prepared for that strike. Already, the spiritual realm is shifting around them. Angels are moving. Forces are aligning. The balance of justice is tilting, and your neighbor will soon feel its weight. They have escaped attention for too long, but no one outruns truth forever. Their actions carry consequences, and those consequences are circling closer each day. Do not let their downfall pull you down. You were not created to share their storm. You were created to stand apart, shielded, and untouched. This is why this message presses on you so heavily. It is not chance, it is a divine summons to safety. Take it seriously. Backhand index pointing right declare I receive 777 dove to claim your blessing of protection. Archangel Michael says, you are not in this position by mistake. You were placed near them for a reason, to see, to sense, and to prepare. But you were never meant to be destroyed by their choices. Their house is filled with shadows, even when the sun is shining. Their smiles are masks, and their words are thin veils that cover intentions darker than anyone suspects. You are closer to danger than you realize. But heaven will not allow you to be blindsided. Every warning, every restless night, every uneasy glance, it is all part of your preparation. You are being drawn into awareness so you can step into protection. The choice remains with you. Will you ignore, or will you act? Will you walk into the shield prepared for you, or risk standing exposed? Their downfall is no longer distant, it is rushing. Each day brings them closer to exposure, and the weight of their actions is becoming impossible to hide. Even the air around them feels heavy with anticipation. Soon, others will see what you already sense. Soon, the hidden truth will come into the open, and the mask will crumble. And when it does, chaos will follow. But you will not be among those caught in the storm if you claim your place now. Heaven never warns without reason. Heaven never speaks without purpose. The shield is already waiting, but you must step into it. The fire is already burning, but you must choose to stand within it. Act now, and you will not be touched. Even the shadows around their windows tell a story. You have felt eyes watching when you pass. You have sensed something moving when the world around you is still. That is not your imagination, it is their darkness pressing outward. Their secrets are restless, unable to stay hidden much longer. You feel it because heaven has sharpened your spirit to detect it. This sensitivity is not a burden, it is a gift. It is how heaven positions you ahead of danger. It is why you know before others do. And now, you must use this gift to separate yourself from their collapse. What is about to unfold is not yours to carry, it is theirs. Protect your space, and let heaven guard you. Archangel Michael says, "Do not wait until the storm breaks to act. Do not delay until the chaos spills into the streets. This is your moment to choose safety now." The sound of their downfall is already echoing in the spirit. You may not hear it with your ears, but your soul has caught it. It is close. Every warning you've felt, every unease you've carried, has been for this reason. Heaven does not want you blindsided. Heaven wants you protected. The neighbor you thought was harmless is walking into a trap of their own making. But you will not share their fate if you choose wisely today. The tension grows daily. Their walls cannot contain what is inside. The truth is too heavy to stay hidden much longer. Already, you feel the ripple effect of their choices. Their energy spills into the air around them, brushing against your peace, unsettling your nights. You cannot ignore it anymore. The storm is not waiting, it is already here, building. The sound of its thunder grows louder. You must position yourself safely before the lightning strikes. And when it does strike, it will not miss. It will cut through illusions, expose secrets, and leave nothing covered. But you will stand protected if you stay under heaven's shield. Your neighbor is walking with borrowed time. They believe the mask they wear can protect them, but cracks are already forming. Those cracks will split wide open, and when they do, the truth will spill into the light. You have sensed this unraveling before anyone else. Your spirit has whispered it to you in the stillness of night. The unease you feel when passing their house is proof that what is hidden is no longer contained. There are forces watching them now, both seen and unseen. Heaven's angels and earthly authorities are circling, drawing closer every day. No lie can cover them forever. But this exposure will not be quiet, it will be loud, sudden, and messy. And when the noise erupts, the ones standing closest risk being shaken. That is why this warning carries urgency for you. Backhand index pointing right. Type 1. Receive 111. Fire if you believe heaven is guarding you tonight. Every action they take builds a trail. That trail has been recorded in silence, step after step, until the weight of evidence becomes impossible to deny. The day of exposure is near. But you are not called to carry their weight. You are not meant to suffer their downfall. Your path is separate, and heaven is guarding that separation. Still, separation must be chosen. You cannot ignore, dismiss, or stay blind. You must declare your covering, and you must choose light over their shadow. This is why the words press on you so strongly now. Because the window for safety is now, not after, not later, but now. Archangel Michael says, every hidden thing must come into the light. Every mask must fall. The truth your neighbor hides will not remain locked away. The energy around them is heavy with secrets. Secrets that corrode peace, weaken trust, and attract judgment. You feel the tension because their shadows reach beyond their walls. They are not as they appear. Their smile is a disguise, their silence is a cover. Beneath it lies the truth that will soon roar into the open. Do not be caught unguarded when it does. The time for preparation is already upon you. Heaven is urging you to choose wisely. Backhand index pointing right covered 444 crossed swords if you are choosing the path of light. Their house is not just a house, it has become a cage of shadows. The longer they hide their truth, the heavier the atmosphere grows. Even those who step near it unknowingly feel uneasy. This is not coincidence. This is not your imagination. This is heaven sharpening your awareness. You are sensitive for a reason. You were chosen to sense danger before it manifests. That gift is not a curse, it is your early warning system. Now, the system is sounding louder than ever. The siren of the Spirit is ringing, and heaven is telling you, the storm is near. Already, their steps are shaky. They walk as though no one sees, but they are being watched from all sides. Their path leads straight into exposure. And exposure does not arrive politely, it crashes in, breaking illusions. Their downfall will not be quiet. It will be loud enough for all to hear. You must not share their fate. You must not be caught by their collapse. This is why you have been chosen to hear this first. Your protection is secure if you claim it now. But if you ignore, the ripple of their storm may brush against your peace. Take the shield, and you will stand firm. Backhand index pointing right type yes I believe 999 sparkles to secure your household. Archangel Michael says, the sword of protection is already drawn for you. But a sword only protects if you stand behind it. This is your choice to make. The choices of your neighbor have tied them to judgment. They are standing in a net woven by their own hands. That net will soon close in. But you will not fall with them. You will rise, guarded, if you separate your spirit from theirs now. Heaven is dividing your paths.